Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel. So my name is Tendeukai Ruth Gideon Denere. I am the one who is called Tendeukai Ruth Music as well. Yes, so I'm doing this video just to let you know who Tendeukai Ruth Music is. So Tendeukai Ruth Music is a sister, a mother, a wife, an employee. She's also she's got also other external qualifications like being a forensic master holder, as a qualified tax accountant, and also, and more so, or maybe above all, a born again Christian, because that's what matters. Everything else doesn't matter. So in this video I'm just going to talk briefly about who I am and what I do, and why now introducing myself into the music industry. It's not an industry, I want to call it the music ministry, the gospel music ministry, because it's a ministry that one has to give what they have. So you can fake everything else, but you can never fake the presence of God. It's either it's there or it's not. So yeah, I was born in a family of six siblings. I've got 5 siblings, and myself with 6 from my mom and my dad. So it's a family of 8, and I'm the second and the first girl. I'm the second born and the first girl. So my brother is the first, and then me, and then my sisters. I am married to my husband, and then I also go to work. I've got a 9-to-5 job. Yes, I do have a 9-to-5 job. And then I am a singer-songwriter, and I am going to have my very first ever live recording on the 22nd of November 2025. So people would want to know why now. Why would I come now to do the live recording and also to venture into the ministry? I've always been in the ministry. I've always been a singer. People whom I've gone to school with it's even high school level, at even university level, they really know that I was one of those people. I always serve in church. So now come COVID-19, we were really working from home, but that is the time that I decided to grow mainly spiritually. So I said to myself, this is an opportunity for me to read more of the Word of God and to spend more time on my knees. So that's when COVID-19, when I was there, I usually back at 2016, 2017, I had songs. I used to write many songs, but COVID-19, that's when I started to see myself like recording more songs and doing more of the writing. But even prior to that, I used to just write. I'm not a writer like maybe the person that takes a pen. I just sing, and the melody comes, the lyrics, and even everything else, and I'll be vibing to the song, enjoying my life. So that's what happened during COVID-19. Then please forgive the noise in the background. But during COVID-19, that's when I mostly started to eat more, and then it started to manifest itself in the number of songs that I was writing. So the songs were mainly to encourage myself, encourage other people, and also it was just a ministration of the power of God. So fast forward in 2022, I then wrote a song called Musimun Nganyebe, and then it was so I really enjoyed the song, and then I just decided that January I'm gonna go to the studio and record the song. I just wanted to test if the people are going to receive me well, because when you put yourself out there, like a person who sings in church is very different when you want to put yourself out there. So I'll be like, do I really want to put myself out there? And I was like, okay, well, wow, let me just see if I can put myself out there. So I then went and did a Musimun. I did a Musimun it was in January, and it was released in March. So when I did a Muslimun, I was in between my masters. That was like the first, just after the first semester of my masters. So I went back to school. It was hectic, work, school. Then after that, I did my postgraduate diploma in taxation. I didn't have time. I didn't really have time. I kept calling my producer who did the song Hamusimun. I was like, guy, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. But then I didn't. I failed. So in 2025, we were preparing for our conventions, and then I then said, well, I've got many original songs. Can I do two? And then the people, can you just try and do my songs there too? And then the brothers then said, oh, okay, well, bring your songs. We did them, and people really enjoyed them. They were really, the songs was like, oh, we feel your songs and what. I said, like, okay, so I can bring more. And then people, yes, I continue to bring your songs to us. And I was like, okay, I'll bring the songs. But then I then on the day of during the conventions, they asked me, which song do you want to sing, because I had to choose because of time and other commitments. And I then said, it was after a very powerful sermon. There was a powerful sermon that was preached in the morning, and then I just felt in my spirit that I should sing Handi Funduke. And then when I sang Handi Funduke, it was like, okay. And when I started singing the song, I saw the whole congregation like standing up. I was like, wow, I didn't know that this song can impact people like this. So that's when people recorded the song, and then the song started to be sung in different churches, different people. So when I realized that the song was already out, I started pushing to have for a recording of it, for it to be captured in the studio, and then I was still in school, so I couldn't really venture into it full time. So I was just giving myself grace because you remember, I have I have I was in school. I have a 9 to 5 job. I have also do side hustling sometimes. So it's just like, I was just trying to jungle life. So I then said, oh, okay, I'll work on it. So then beginning of June, we went for end of May, beginning of June, we went for a inspiration, which I was invited as a guest singer in Chinoi. I actually, that was my best my best my best time ever, because I really enjoyed myself and I actually felt the presence of God. I witnessed God on another level. It was strange because I had a whole week of a headache that the doctors could not really pinpoint why I had a headache, and I wasn't going to work because of that headache. But then on that day, I just went and rehearsed nothing. It was just the power of God. So then people started to ask me, where can we find your music? And I was like, yeah, no, I don't have my music. So before that, I had gone for a funeral as well at work. A colleague had lost a child, and we were there comforting him. And then someone just said, Tendu, you are here, can you just do help us, because we don't have people were singing here. And I said, no, no problem, who's the pianist? And okay, so just get this key and let's start. So we started, and then the people were like, where do you sing, where can you get your music, where can you get your music? So I was like, I don't have any music out yet except for Hamusimun. And I started feeling the pressure as well to say, let me record a song. Let me record Handi Funduke and other songs. So I was in June, when I finished writing for my postgraduate diploma, I said, there's no need for me to keep on doing school, because of course there's a temptation to do more in school. But I then said to myself, no, there's no need for me to do school. I need to give myself at least a year of restructuring and regrouping myself, of trying to get the vision of where exactly I wanted to go with my education, and do I really want to go the route of becoming an accountant, like the way the normal accountants are, or because I've done forensic accounting masters, do I really need to pursue that? Should I pursue other things? So I then said, let me do music in this year. So I I I I looked for a producer. I did 3 songs then, and I said, but I wanted the 3 songs to be done with my band, but the producer to guide us. So this is what was happening, and I was now I look for someone who's going to work on the vocals, and then this is August. So the songs we then August I fell sick. I had the flu. I had a lot of drama that was happening to me, so I could not really go to the producer on the day. So I thought the producer was just like, this girl is not even serious. But I was very serious. But anyway, but then I went to the producer, and the producer then we did the first 3 songs. And the producer, being a producer, he was so interested. He was enjoying himself. He put on some beats that I was like, no, that's not it. So I then thought of ways of promoting this, and I thought, oh, no, then what can I do? I felt so strongly in my spirit that there's something that I really need to do with these songs. And then I then said, oh, let me engage my brother, my the firstborn in our family. He's so good with music and also good in with planning of these events like concert or any other thing that you need him to plan. He can plan. And then I said, okay, let me consult him. And then when I consulted him, and I gave him my vision of things that I wanted, and then he said, no, no, girl, you need to change. So he said, let's go for a rehearsal. We went for a rehearsal, and in that rehearsal, that's when we decided to say, okay, we're going for a live recording, and we're gonna do 8 songs. I was like, aye. Which ones? So I was now in the dilemma of adding songs. Already I have a playlist of songs that I had written that were not yet sung, so I needed it to come through and stuff. So that's when we started, and that was now in September, when we were actually organizing for a live recording in November. So yeah, this is where we are right now, planning for the live recording, and it's just a clash program, I tell you. But then yeah, this is where we are now. And why Handi Vunduke? Handi Vunduke has just been a song that God placed upon my heart. When you remember, when you go to see, or when you visit the doctor, and then you gives you a certain diagnosis that you don't want, that's just how Handi Vunduke came about. So I then was so much inspired to read in the book of Nehemiah. And then I realized that Sanballat and Tobias kept on writing these letters to Nehemiah. And the Bible even mentions that they wanted to put fear in him. But Nehemiah then wrote later in the scriptures that the joy of the Lord was his strength. Then I said, then that's how the song came about. Like, if they could write these letters and the joy of the Lord remained his strength, the doctors can still write the letters, but then the joy of the Lord through Calvary is our strength. So that's how we got to Handi Funduke. Yes, that's how we got to Handi Funduke. So yes, Handi Funduke will be launched, or be I don't know what to say, because I always get confused with these things. I'm new, but then Handi Funduke is gonna be a very nice live recording. There are so much, the songs in there already, they speak to us, like the musicians, the singers. There are people in our group who have been listening to these songs and are actually feeling the presence of God with them. So I believe that the same atmosphere will be passed on to the people. So yeah, that's just what it is for Handi Funduke. So now just as I don't know what to call it, but then just to let people know that yeah, I understand this ministry is one of those ministries that even the devil does not want to hear or see, but then I believe that if you put God in it, everything will work for his glory and for his good. So I pray that I'll meet you all at Handi Funduke live recording. And for those who want to sponsor the recording, please do so. For corporates, for individuals who just feel like we want to sponsor the recording, please do so. We've got tickets that we're selling. For corporates, those tickets will allow you to advertise and also market your product, and then also for individuals, you also have a reserved seat. Like, you don't have to enter with the povo and stuff. You just get in, and then you present your sponsored ticket, and then you get a seat. So yeah, I believe that many of you who's gonna see this video are going to support us. The event will be at Wisdom City on the 22nd of November. Starting time will be 1. I understand the other people were complaining 1 is too good. I understand, but 1 is fine for people to just come in and then settle down, and for everything else to start at around at least half past to 2 o'clock, so that we incorporate every other event or program that we had in store for you guys. Please come prayed up. I believe that we're going to see the hand of the Lord during that session. And don't worry yourselves, don't cry, don't do other things. Just wait for the day, as the Lord will be waiting for you there. So God bless you all. I hope you find this video well, and I hope this video will bless you. Bye.